Hey guys, in this video I'll be reacting to 20th prediction of The Simpsons that actually happened. Let's see what this video is about. Let's go.
Have you ever wondered if a cartoon could predict the future? The Simpsons, a show renowned for its humor and satire, has astonishingly mirrored real life events multiple times. Today, we explore where fiction seemingly became reality. From political predictions to scientific discoveries, join us in exploring how this iconic show eerily forecasted some of the most unexpected global events. Number 1. Horse meat consumption. In a
What?
1995 episode of The Simpsons, the show humorously depicts Springfield Elementary serving horse meat to unsuspecting students. Fast forward to
Stop it.
2014, and Europe is abuzz with a scandal eerily similar to this satirical storyline. A renowned snack bar chain, once a trusted name in the food industry, had faced public outrage when investigations would reveal that their beef products were laced with horse meat. The revelation sent shockwaves through the European market, challenging consumer trust and regulatory oversight. The uncanny
You have to be kidding me. So people just are eating horse. I mean, we eat a lot of things. People was eating this without knowing they were eating this. I don't think I ever ate horse meat. But let me see, I don't know. Because if they out here doing this, I don't know.
prediction by The Simpsons raises questions about the show's knack for foreseeing future events. Could it be a mere coincidence, or is there something more to the writer's ability to anticipate real world happenings? The episode, intended as a comic critique of school lunches and food industry ethics, inadvertently tapped into a significant future food scandal, highlighting the show's acumen in not only creating humor, but also in reflecting societal issues, though exaggerated, have a basis in reality. Number 2. Censorship of Michelangelo's David. A 1990 episode of The Simpsons titled Itchy, Scratchy, and Marge presents a comical yet thought provoking scenario, a campaign to censor the nudity of Michelangelo's iconic statue David. Little did the viewers know that this satirical plot would mirror a real life event in St. Petersburg, Russia, 26 years later. In 2016, controversy would erupt.
But I mean, can you argue? Because I'm not gonna lie. The first one, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Was it a coincidence or not? What do you guys think, honestly? Because Hearst meat is crazy. And the second one, could it be that people just saw the show and thought it was a good idea and they just did it? You know, it makes you question. It makes you, actually think like, what's going on here?
Over whether a replica of David should be displayed in public, spurred by complaints about its nudity. The situation would escalate to the point where a referendum was considered to decide its fate. This incident in Russia reflected a larger conversation about art, censorship, and cultural sensitivity, a debate that spanned centuries, tracing back to the Renaissance era when the statue was first unveiled. Michelangelo's David, a masterpiece of Renaissance sculpture, represents not only an artistic brilliance, but also embodies themes of humanism and freedom. The attempt to censor it in the modern era brought forth questions about how we engage with art and the historical context that shapes our perception of it. Number 3. Volcano eruption coverage. In 2004, an episode of The Simpsons sees a character shown covering a volcanic eruption, a dramatic and disastrous event. Fast forward to 2021, and the scenes from the episode find a real life parallel in Las Palmas, Spain. Here, a volcano that had long been dormant suddenly erupted, capturing the world's attention. The media coverage of this catastrophe bore an uncanny resemblance to the animated show's depiction, had been a prophetic glimpse into the future. The eruption was not only a geological event, it was a human story of resilience and adaptability. Communities were evacuated, landscapes were forever changed, and the world watched in awe as nature had displayed its formidable power. The coverage of the event highlighted the critical role of media in informing and connecting people during times of crisis, and also underscored the unpredictability of nature and the importance of disaster preparedness and response. Number 4.
That's crazy. That's wild. Honestly, it's wild.
Tomako plant. In an episode from its first season, The Simpsons introduced a bizarre yet intriguing concept of a tomako plant, a hybrid of a tomato and tobacco. This fictional creation was a humorous take on genetic engineering, but years later it inspired a real life counterpart. Rob Bauer, a fan of the show, took it upon himself to create a similar hybrid, grafting a tomato plant onto the roots of a tobacco plant, resulting in a plant that produced tomatoes with a hint of nicotine, a real life tobacco.
What?
In this instance,
Hold on. What did I just heard? Tomatoes that taste like nicotine? That's crazy. But I mean, he did say that the dude that actually planted the tomatoes saw the show. He was a fan of the show. So I mean, you call that a prediction, or are you just gonna call it somebody was inspired by something and they just choose to do it? I don't know.
life imitating art is not only fascinating, but also highlights the show's influence beyond the realm of entertainment. It underscores the power of media to inspire real world action, even in the field of botanical experimentation. Number 5. Rich guest star becoming the world's richest person. In a 2015 episode, The Simpsons featured a then rich guest star, foreshadowing his future status as the world's richest person. The episode turned out to predict a real life billionaire's meteoric rise to the top of the wealth charts, and this portrayal was more than just a lucky guess. It was a reflection of the guest star potential and ambition, which were already evident at the time of the episode. The show's prediction speaks volumes about its ability to capture the zeitgeist and to foresee trajectories of influential figures. It's not only about predicting the future, it's about understanding the present and extrapolating from it. The Simpsons managed to pick up on the signs of the times, identifying individuals who were set to make a significant impact on the world. And this instance also sheds light on the nature of wealth and influence in the modern era. It demonstrates how quickly fortunes can change and how today's successful entrepreneur can become tomorrow's wealthiest individual. The show, through its wit,
Hold on, was that supposed to be Elon Musk or am I tripping? I
a
don't know.
successful entrepreneur can become tomorrow's wealthiest individual. The show, through its witty and observant storytelling, captured the essence of the dynamic, showcasing its unique ability to comment on societal trends and individual achievements long before they fully manifest in reality. Number 6. Nobel Prize winners. In an episode aired in 2010, The Simpsons presented a scenario where Milhouse, a character known for his misfortunes more than his foresight, had predicted the Nobel Prize winners in chemistry and economics. Remarkably, these predictions came true in 2014 and 2016, respectively. This intriguing case is not only a demonstration of the show's prophetic abilities, but it also sheds light on the unpredictable and often serendipitous nature of scientific and economic advancements. The Nobel Prize, representing the pinnacle of achievement in various fields, is notoriously difficult to predict due to the secretive and complex selection process. The fact that a cartoon character had managed to predict future laureates is completely genius, reflecting a deeper understanding of the trends and trajectories within the scientific and economic communities. Number
It's interesting for sure.
7. Autocorrect technology. A 1994 episode of The Simpsons would humorously feature a device that autocorrected a written phrase, eerily similar to the modern autocorrect technology that began development around 2005. This fictional depiction of autocorrection technology, a concept that was virtually non existent at the time, is a remarkable example of the show's foresight. Autocorrection, now an integral part of our digital communications, was once only a futuristic idea. The Simpsons not only anticipated its existence, but also captured its potential impact on everyday life. The show's portrayal of the tech was a blending of humor and insight, highlighting the potential for both convenience and comedy in digital communication. This prediction was an example of the show's uncanny ability to identify and play with emerging technological trends, reflecting a keen observation of the digital evolution and an understanding of how technology could shape our interactions and communications in the future. Number 8. Global Virus Outbreak. In a
Hello?
1997 episode, The Simpsons depicted a global virus outbreak, a storyline that parallels the COVID-19 pandemic that gripped the world in 2020. This prediction would be bizarrely accurate, not only in the concept of a pandemic, but also in how it illustrated the global spreading and ensuing chaos. The episode showcased scenes of panic, misinformation, and the struggle to find a cure, mirroring the real life global response to the COVID 19 outbreak. The resemblance of this fictional pandemic to the actual COVID 19 crisis reveals the show's profound grasp of both global health and societal reactions to emergencies. The Simpsons had managed to encapsulate the widespread fear, the frantic search for solutions, and the impact of a pandemic on everyday life. This narrative was not only a random plot, but a well constructed reflection of potential global health crises. The episode serves as a reminder of the vulnerabilities and challenges faced by our interconnected world, highlighting the importance of preparedness, global cooperation, and the role of science and public health in addressing such issues. Number 9.
That was interesting. And you could also see that they put like the vaccine in the person's arm and all that.
Voting machine error. In a 2008 episode of The Simpsons, it humorously showcased a voting machine malfunction where Homer Simpson's vote for Barack Obama is erroneously changed to another candidate. This fictional scenario eerily foreshadowed similar incidents.
Hold on, I didn't know this. But how? This is weird. How do you vote for somebody and then change for somebody else? That's suspicious.
Reported during the 2012 election. The show's portrayal of a voting machine error cleverly highlighted concerns about the reliability and security of electronic voting systems, issues that became significant in real-world elections. This prediction by The Simpsons serves as a commentary on the fragility of the democratic process and the trust that we place in technology. The episode's satirical take on voting irregularities ran in parallel to real-life debates and concerns over electoral integrity and the need for transparent and secure voting mechanisms. It reflected the show's knack for picking up on societal undercurrents and translating them into thought-provoking and often prophetic content. Number 10. Police station set on fire. In 1999, The Simpsons aired an episode where a police station is set ablaze, a scene that disturbingly resembles that of a burning police station in Minneapolis during the George Floyd protests of 2020. This striking parallel between the show and reality.
Hold on, I do remember that the whole Choice float thing blew up. Like it blew up around the whole world and people were protesting and all that, but I did not know that I know that they were breaking into places, stealing stuff and doing all of that, but I did not know that a police station was set on fire. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because they were breaking into places, like they were doing some madness, honestly.
Showcased the series' uncanny ability to echo societal unrest and public sentiment toward law enforcement. The episode's depiction of the burning police station was more than just a dramatic plot element. It was a commentary on the tensions between the public and law enforcement authorities. The real-life incident in Minneapolis, driven by widespread outrage over police brutality and systemic racism, was a critical moment in the changing of culture in America. The Simpsons, through this predictive storyline, had tapped into themes of justice, authority, and public dissent, themes that remain relevant in societal discourse. The show's foresight in depicting such an event speaks to its enduring relevance in reflecting societal issues and the complex dynamics between the public and the institutions that are meant to protect them.
So yes, guys, I will leave the video here. Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 and I will do the rest of the video. It's crazy how they predict these things. And it's scary. It's actually scary. Imagine you watching a cartoon thinking, oh, this is this is not real life at all. Like, it's just a cartoon. Whatever. And then it happens. Over and over and over again. This was the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.